Hello, Divine Sunshine. This is Divine Sunshine. Just giving you a warning that this here message is a channel message that came to me, and this may trigger. So if you do not want to be triggered, then do not stop. Go on to my next one. Look at the two Divine Masculines that I have uploaded it for you. Divine Masculine 1, and Divine Masculine 2. Okay, so this weekend I was listening to Divine Twin Channelings. I think I added her on to my educational playlist. I added that on there because what she was talking about is about karmics, and that how many of us are really feeling through the energies that's going on now, that justice is, that I say justice is for Jay, and Jay is in July, and it's starting now. It's going to kind of work its way through it. Those karmics that we have had, they have been pretty much doing it because they have been doing it through like manipulation, or some of you all do believe in the black powers or things, magic that they have been working on and doing with on the divine feminines. Those things are, the universe is coming to the point that it's kind of sweeping up and getting rid of those energies, because again, you're getting something that does not belong to you, and you're doing it in a, I'll say, illegal way, or doing it in a not fair and just way, instead of letting the divine masculine pretty much pick on his own if that's where he wants to be at that moment. She said something on there that made me say, you know what, that I had to confess. And I think one of my subscribers had brought that to my attention. It was saying that, that that us divine feminines, we also can be karmic too. And then I was like, yeah, I should start off with, hello, my name is Divine Sunshine, and I was once a karmic. I thought about some of the things that I had been with my first love in high school, how my actions and the ways I was with him was very kind of karmic-y. Some of those things, like I had said before in my video, that triggered some people, and maybe why you saying something you're not picking up, because this is something deep, and then I'm pouring out some things and energies within myself that needs to be kind of regurgitated out. So maybe that's why you're saying, oh, some when I looked at it, it seemed like it was right to me. Yeah, well, if we're bringing out things within ourselves that we're like the dark mirrors that I do, shadows of things that we're hiding, yeah, when you do look at the video, it's not going to seem or appear right to you, because it's coming from a dark place. It's coming from an energy that's kind of not right. Okay, so that's going to kind of happen. Okay, as far as, remember, we are spiritual beings having a human experience, and so with that, I went, some of those things, again, like I said, stems from family. The way in which I've seen relationships between my mother and father, this way in which I've seen my mom handle being in a relationship with a man, the way society puts on the labels of how we're supposed to act when we're in the relationship. The divine the divine unisoul's template of love does not fit the template or the cookie cutter in which this world pretty much has set up for us of how to love. It's totally different. I could see at some time, I could say, well, my karmic language, how I was speaking very fluent karmic language to my first love in high school, where I remember when we started talking back, even trying to get back together after in college. And I remember he had met somebody, and I was kind of hurt, because I thought in some ways that he was like my catalyst twin. I thought in some ways we were going to be pretty much going to go back together. Again, we were going to try it, but behind the scenes, he was pretty much, he was married to a young lady that was that he grew up with. She's always had a crush on him, and he ended up, his mom was pushing for her less than me. I don't know why to this date he wouldn't tell me why his mom wasn't too keen on me at all. But at that time, so you know, I thought we were going to try it again. Didn't work out. It wasn't supposed to work out because he was told me that when we did that, he would go ahead and he's like, okay, if we try this, you know, I'm gonna want to marry you, and we just go on, and then I'm gonna have to take you from your mom and your dad. You know, are you able to do that? Because you seem like you're so emotionally attached to both of them. And I was like, yeah, you know, I could do that. But at that time, that's also another karmic lesson I had to learn, which is raising both of them, my recycled teenagers, with them. That karmic situation and that lesson wasn't finished with them, and with one of them is still not finished. And I know that comes stemming from past lives as well. That how I was at one time, and I know that that's been a running theme. Like with me and family, I mean, too much in past lives. Been responsible. I kind of left my responsibilities to everybody else. I just get up Chuck, and go on someplace else. Say, that's enough. I don't want to play house no more. This ain't fun no more. So I'm gone. So that's why I like to say, okay, this lifetime, guess what? You gonna learn it, and you gonna learn it well. I learned it from taking care of my dad up until when he transitioned. Uh, I happen to know, boy, this DM, I swear. Take a breather. Lord have mercy. Did you see me at that moment about to go into karmic fluent talk? Yeah, I was about to start talking. Anyway, with that, and so, you know, taking care of him, they helped me to understand, you know, that's my responsibility. I had to handle that. So that's one lesson we got rid of, and we got that together. The other thing that I got to also doing it with him is that I know back to the Catalyst twin, the other one, he didn't throw me off, which was knowing that I had did say something to him, like, you know, you ain't gonna find nobody, because even when he had divorced her, he went on and found someone else online. And so then I was like, you know, you ain't gonna find nobody love you like I do, and yada yada yada, and I'm gonna haunt you even in this relationship, and da 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 da. Okay, so that was fluent karmic thing. That's one thing I looked back and I seen. I said, okay, that's when you were the karmic in that situation. He's happy, he's got a child with her, everything. And I had gotten to the point that when I was with the divine masculine, that I was trying to overlap all that together, trying to decide who did I want. Did I still want to be with him? And then when I was with him and compared to the catalyst, to my first love, to my VM, I seen that, you know what, nothing compared. They like to, nothing compares. Nothing compares to you. So I was like, nah, this ain't it. Let me go on ahead and set him free onto her. I did. I sanctioned him. I said, I blessed you. I think that you all, I had a dream about that. I said, I think that you all are going to be, I see you going on vacation. I see you all in a hotel room. You being very happy with this lady. You all are like friends. You're laughing and talking. So you know what? I feel that this is probably her. And I'm going to give you my blessing, you know, to go on ahead and be with her, and to go on ahead and be forth to be happy. That way I kind of had fixed that, because beforehand we went off to college. I don't know how that happened. But anyway, some things that I broke his heart. He broke mine. I thought he broke mine. He said I broke his, whatever. And that had kind of scarred him from even trying to come towards me to start any kind of relationship with me. I get that. So at the end, I came to be able karmically to be able to fix that, give him some closure, tell him thank you for his time, thank you for loving me, thank you for being the best friend, and, you know, at that time, and released him and let him go. So that in that karmic cycle thing. Also, I was thinking about when I was listening to Twin Flame Channelings. She was talking about how this karmic manifested in situation and came up with. We have got to, and here's about the trigger thing. So if you can't handle it up until this point, let's stop the tape, stop the video, and say I can't handle it. We've got to look at ourselves to see about what is it in some ways we are if reflecting in this karmic situation, that this karmic is reflecting in us. This karmic that I know of is very ego centered. The divine masculine, he's ego centered, material thing. Some way within me, I've got to look and see, is there some way that we're all connected by this one common thing that's saying that somebody's got to kind of cut it, that is like a string. Like if I cut from it, it's a better thing. I wouldn't even say a string, but you know how it is. It's almost like yeah, like a deck of cards. If I take like Jenga, if I take one of those pieces of them Jenga pieces out, the whole thing is about to collapse and fall, and there's no more connection to all of it. So we've got to think of in our connection and just get very serious and think about it, because I thought about that card when I pulled, and the karmic was dead center in the middle of it. And things what was going on with the divine masculine was on one side, and what he dreamed and what he wanted to do was on the other. But that karmic was right there. Kiki was right there in the dead center of it. And it made me to start thinking about it. It's like, what is it, this karmic thread or this energy that is got to deal with it? I could say I'm gonna pull it, and then this whole thing falls down like a house of cards. So my thing is, it's like, to me, is whatever it is he's reflecting, but then also in this karmic situation, they're reflecting something too within us that's got to be got rid of. We got to clear out that pollution within ourselves. So I'm going to start with me, myself. Like I said, I know once upon a time I spoke fluent karmic. I got to look within myself to see about what things am I going to kind of get rid of ego-wise, or something that I'm reflecting on when I think about the karmic and I think about her. What is the commonality in there, that some kind of way that was reside, that I've got to kill that off, that would kind of maybe in turn, this is my theory, I don't know, that would be able to make that manifestation disappear. I think about the movie Beloved, remember, with Oprah Winfrey, and whatever it is that was going on with her, the energies that was going on in that house helped to manifest that character that eventually then she went off into the swamp and went on. Some kind of way, let's say, I'll call this almost like the Beloved. What is it that is housed in within us that has caused for this karmic situation to manifest and say, okay, I'm here to help you? Because that karmic that came in there, that situation with Oprah Winfrey and Danny Glover, once the house started to become to heal, then that entity and that spirit which had manifested itself to become real had disappeared. So my thing is that what do we have to look? We've got to take an inner look at ourselves to see how can we get rid of the karmic, okay, situation. We got to figure out how we can do that, okay? All right then, so that's the end of my thing. So just kind of think of that on that part. It's kind of deep, but it's something rooted here that we got to do, like the Jenga piece. We got to pull that thing. We're going to ask also for the angels. So ask your angels and your guides and everybody else to kind of say, show me what is it within me that needs to be healed, that needs to be taken away, so we can find closure to this karmic situation and this three-party situation. So this three-party can now become a two-party only. Okay. All right. Just want to drop that pearl of wisdom onto you. So until next time, don't forget about my 15-minute, my 30-minute readings for $15. Do that. Also Saturday, I'll host the next workshop series number 2. It's only 5 of them, which will be building trust, relationships, and everything, but especially in this twin flame journey, or in this divine unisoul journey. So until next time, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascending. Namaste. Namago.